Hello and welcome to FinextraTV. I'm Hannah Wallace and we're here at Sibos 2022 in Amsterdam. Kindly joining me now in the studio to talk about Mastercard's Bill Pay ecosystem is Francis Walvik-Joynt, Senior Vice President, Global Commercialization at Bill Pay. Paul, great to see you in person again.
Great to see you as well, Hannah, back in Amsterdam.
Really good to have you on, and in the studio it's day one and one of the first interviews we're doing, and a really exciting topic, Mastercard's Bill Pay ecosystem. And I really want to set the scene to begin with, because paying bills from country to country is hugely different. So let's hear your experiences and best practices in Bill Pay, and what's Mastercard doing in this space?
So everyone wants to have their bills paid and they want them to be predictable. They also want it to be easy. And you know, I always talk about friction, but in a global bill pay context, it's the same things that matter to everyone around the world, but it's done differently dependent on the methods of how you pay your bills. But at the center and at the core of how we think about bill pay at Mastercard, it's about ensuring that consumers know where they can find their bills, they can see their bills. It's easy for them to understand the total amount of what's going on in their lives. Yeah. For billers at the same time, it's also so they understand how they can reconcile, how they can have a full view of what is going on. And the best practices is actually very simply to be open to what is the easiest way to get your bills paid, the easiest way to show them in channels that are, clear for everyone. And I think banks play a major role in making that happen, because at the center of the bill pay universe is that there is trust in that the billers and the consumers are connected through the ecosystem in that way.
That's right, and I know we spoke a lot during the pandemic, but hopefully with the lockdown behind us, we're feeling a bit better, but now we're entering a new crisis, and that's the cost of living crisis. So it'd be interesting to hear about some of the innovations you're seeing in the space that are helping people meet those pressures with paying bills. So what about that?
I think the real issue here is that people are concerned in their lives. So what we try to do is we try to ensure that everyone who partners up in the bill pay ecosystem of Mastercard is able to transact in a way that is transparent, that is clear, and that is trustworthy. Because if you're worried about your life and if you're worried about the cost of living, what you don't want to worry about is, will my total personal finances, will that be clear? Do I have an overview? Do I know what's going on? And we're there to give that certainty and trust in a secure environment. And I think that is what is at the bottom of everything that we do when it comes to bill pay. Because if you instill that trust and people can take that off their minds, then you have a situation where people can get on with their lives and make sure that their experience of paying bills and their lives in general are taken care of.
All right, that's interesting. So you've told us about how the individual can be benefited, but tell us, how does the Mastercard Bill Pay ecosystem impact society as a whole? It'd be interesting to hear about that space.
So the interesting thing is that when you have all your bills in one place, when you have a clear view of how you can pay this by the payment of your choice, when there is a clear path to how billers can reconcile and there's a trusted environment around it, that is captured by the fact that everyone is collaborating on this ecosystem, facilitated by the technology and the platform that we provide through Mastercard. And I think that is where the real power of this comes in, because then it's a transformative experience for a country, for a region, to benefit in whole from all sides of the ecosystem in a trusted environment. So I think that's what the future holds, and it's going to be a great success.
All right, so watch this space, it's safe to say. Really interesting to hear more about the Bill Pay ecosystem, and I hear you loud and clear, collaboration is key. But Paul, we'll let you get back to the event, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.